Hey guys, another beautiful day in the beautiful life. I hope you're taking care of yourself and safeguarding your energy. And yeah, this video is going to touch on, I want to say like a few things that I do regularly that may help you or not. I just wanted to make a video to tell you like how I maintain my equilibrium and peace and my center point throughout every day. First of all, and I've made videos on this. Well, before I get into like my ritual, my daily ritual, I like to like say, look at everything like it's the sky. I know. Just imagine everything when you open your eyes, or even when you close your eyes. Just imagine your everything that you're experiencing, everything that you're feeling, everything that you're thinking is like a cloud in a sky. Yeah, an endless and vast sky. And everything that you encounter down, like from the densest thing to the most subtlest thing. And when I say subtle, I mean thoughts, sensations in the body. Um, you know, things that you encounter, whether it be like physical things, people, experiences, situations. Just look at everything like it's a cloud. And if you think about it, like when you stare into the sky and you watch clouds, oftentimes like the clouds will form, they'll take shapes, and they'll dissipate. Like if you sit and stare at the sky long enough, that's what happens. And that's why I think I spend a lot of time doing that. That's like one of my most favorite things to do is I'll space out and I'll just stare at the sky, or I'll stare at trees, like, and I'll watch the way like the leaves blow in the wind. You know what I mean? And then you realize, you do it long enough, you realize everything is very momentary, very temporary. I think a lot of people try to get into like yoga and meditation to get to the state of what I'm talking about. But if you make this a daily practice, the way you would eat food or drink drinks, it becomes like just like a natural part of operating, you know? Um, yeah. So like, for instance, right now, right here, right now, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if you're at home relaxing, or if you're driving, or you're preoccupied doing something else. But just take a moment to just kind of like be quiet and be still. I think that's why like breathing is like recommended to calm yourself, because it brings you back into the present moment when you focus on that in in breath and out breath. That's just kind of like a preparatory um, stage that you need to go through in order to just like really calm yourself to a point where like, yeah, you can look at everything like down to like a thought and look at it like it's a cloud. And if you look at clouds, you don't react to them. You don't like get mad and go, oh my God, how come that cloud is that shape? Or how come that cloud is forming or dissipating? So yeah, just look at everything like the sky and everything that you encounter or experience or feel as a cloud. You don't have to react to it. Yeah, and that's why in some of my videos I say to just relax, like whenever you feel triggered, instead of reacting to that trigger, just take a moment to relax. Is the video vibrating? It could be. I'm sorry for the vibrations. Yeah. Okay, and then going into like my rituals. In some videos I say I do emotional dumps every day. And it's nothing complicated. Like some people like to complexify things. I don't want to complexify this, man. I want it to be as simple and as like seamless and like, yeah, I want to do things with ease. I don't want to be complexifying things, you know what I mean? So Like for me, like I literally take every situation or moment and I will literally like sit with it and dump it. Hmm. Like just imagine like throwing stuff in the trash. Like all the thoughts and emotions and like situations that are circulating in your mind, in your body, just kind of like let it go. Dump it. I do that. I usually do that at night. I usually do that during um waking up. In fact, I feel like I do it momentary, honestly. So, like, say I encounter, it could be good or bad, honestly, because I don't want to hold on to good things either. You know what I mean? Because at some point, like when you accumulate too many good things, just like negative things, it can like accumulate and cause like clutter and weight in the system. And yeah, I just kind of like enjoy every moment and then I let it pass, kind of like watching clouds in the sky. Um, I guess that's my technique, honestly. Yeah, just like relax more. Relax more. And that's why, like, in a lot of my videos, I'm laughing. Like, that's a way for me to, like, regulate my nervous system, because if you think about it, like, if you laugh, not only are you, like, on a physiological level, like, cleansing yourself through the vibration and the dispelling of the still air, like mentally you're just kind of like lighter. On another note, if you look at your life and you love it, I feel like you've probably tuned into like a reality and a timeline that brings you much peace and ease. I was gonna say peace and ease together. Peace. Peace and ease. If you're struggling, it's because you're probably letting the world tune your tuner. Just think of everything as like just think of like radio station. Like what station do you want to tune into? And are you tuning the station or are you allowing others to tune the station? I know I want to say probably 80% of the people let the world tune their station. Probably 90, honestly, if I were to be honest. 90% of the world lets everything else, people, situations, events, they let everyone else tune their station. And a lot of the people in the world haven't learned how to like regulate themselves. So that's why like that can seem chaotic. If you're letting somebody who's chaotic tune your station, like of course you're going to experience chaos. But if you don't allow them to tune your station and you intentionally choose what you want to tune into, then that's winning half the battle. The second half of the battle is yourself. Yeah, yourself. Like what thoughts are you consuming and entertaining and being attentive to? What feelings are you consuming and being attentive to? You know what I mean? What are you feeding within yourself? Are they like thoughts that free and uplift, or are they restraining and stressful? Yeah, like if you get to choose, and that it's true, you're the one that gets to choose. You know, Nobody else is forcing you to choose anything. You are literally choosing. You're choosing how you allow people to treat you. You're choosing like what company you entertain. You're choosing where you focus your attention. You're choosing, and knowing that you have that ability, you can also choose to retract. And that's why, if you've been watching my videos, there's a lot of things that I've learned to say no thank you to graciously. Like I don't have to be combative about it. I'm just like, okay, this person is dysregulated and trying to pull me into their drama and siphon my energy. No thank you. And I literally retract my attention, my energy, and everything. And I stare at that person like they're a cloud in the vast and endless sky. Yeah, period. Um, obviously, I I don't know, like throughout the day, I can honestly say, like, I ignore, and I'm not like, how do I say this? Hmm. I, I choose to ignore things that unsettle my spirit. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell. And I choose to intentionally focus on more of the things that bring me peace and ease and joy. Yeah, and if you're not bringing me those, I don't think it's a way of bypassing, because think about it. I've said this analogy before. If somebody is giving you a choice to take poison or a nutritious food that will like heal your body, that's like a no-brainer. Like, you're not gonna, unless you're experimental. you know, I know. In my younger years, I was definitely like experimental. I'm like, how does it feel if I surround myself with toxic people who don't have my best interest in mind and don't care about my well-being? Yeah. Okay. I've experienced that, and now I know what I don't like and what doesn't feel good and what is toxic for me. And I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to put myself in situations like that again. You know what I mean? Like, no, thank you. Hope you. I mean, I don't wish them ill will. I'm just like, no, thank you. Sorry you're feeling that way. Have a good life. And then I move it along. Yeah, and that's the thing. You keep moving it along, and that's what life is. It's like nothing is static. Everything is in perpetual motion. There's always momentum. You know what I mean? Even if you're just sitting still, like somebody who doesn't really like engage with life, they're also in a state of like, what was I going to say? I don't know, man. If you got something from this video, cool. If you didn't, that's cool too. I just wanted to remind you that like everything is so momentary. Yeah. So like trying to hold on to things. That's why I say dump the good things too, because holding on to good things can, like I said, accumulate and make you feel weighed down, you know? I just look at things through like a neutral lens, like watching clouds in the sky. I'm just going to go back to that. Watching clouds in the sky. That's it. Like seriously, like just take a moment. Like, I don't know, like on my like days off, I fucking space out hard. I'm either like super spacing out, and I feel like that's akin to like purifying my energy, because I'm not like distorting it with thoughts or like how I should be feeling. I just kind of like, yeah, bask in spacing out. And then because my mind is so clear, I can notice like subtle things, and I'll just observe those subtle things. And just like clouds, eventually they dissipate, you know? I don't react to them. I don't hold on to them. I don't, yeah. It's all about simplicity in the complexity. Anyways, I'm going to pull a card before I go. Let's see. This one says, everything had to happen exactly as it did in the physical realm to awaken you to higher levels in the divine realm. Everything had to happen exactly as it did in the physical realm to awaken you to higher levels in the divine realm. Yes. There's like another video I wanted to make, but it's kind of complex and I really don't know how to like verbally express it. Something about like master harvesters and initiation and trial and transmutation, and I don't know. There's like a bunch. There's a lot coming through, and I just don't know how to like piece it together to like express it. Maybe I'll like ponder and save that for another video. But thank you for stopping by. If you learned something from this video, cool. If you didn't, that's cool too. Blessings to one and all. Amen.